Welcome to the best of Combate America's 60 minutes of the most exciting mixed martial arts action. Time for the best of Combate America's. Time for mucha más acción.
All right, here is Erendira Ordonez, and it's worth mentioning Juliana, she missed weight pretty badly. This was going to be at a catch weight of 120. She came in at 123.5 pounds. Her opponent knows it. We'll see how it manifests in this fight.
Pretty badly, and did we mention that this is a rematch fight?
We have not.
Well, this is a rematch fight. Ordonez is tough. She has been doing a 4-week fight camp over in Vegas with Rudy Morales. She's confident, she's strong, she's ready. And she wants it, she gets it, she's got it.
This was in 2015. Vargas winning by TKO in the second round. Last we saw, Erendira Ordonez lost in the fight that was for Amanda Serrano. She was submitted in round 1, so another chance here tonight.
No shame in taking a loss to Amanda Serrano. That girl's a champ.
All right, Paulina Vargas. This is International Women's Day, made abundantly clear on social media, and even more so from Juliana Peña. So I'd like to wish Juliana and Paulina Vargas and all the women there a happy International Women's Day. She made some interesting things. She says women are better warriors. We deliver, we give everything inside La Jaula when asked about the comparison between the men and the women's fighting game.
Not only that, but we are the givers of life. So.
Yes, and we are eternally grateful to all the women out there. Thank you for everything you do.
Max is salty. There's not a International Men's Day.
No, what I said is it's every day is International Women's Day.
I think so too. I was actually going to say that. I think every day should be International Men's Day.
Every day is International Women's Day. Celebrate it as such.
It was National Donut Day the other day, but I did not have one. Did you?
I did not, and if just one National Donut Day, that's more than enough.
Ooh, this girl looks confident. She looks mean.
She's got a cool style about her, and we'll see if that resonates inside La Jaula as she'll fight Erendira Ordonez representing Mexico City.
Más acción y celebramos el Día Internacional de la Mujer con un combate entre dos damas de La Jaula. Este duelo, 3 vueltas a un peso pactado a 120 libras. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with much more action, and we celebrate International Women's Day with a bout set for 3 rounds. 2 ladies of La Jaula at a catch weight of 120 pounds. The judges are, los jueces son Chris Grail, Alejandro Armenta y Emilio Valadez. Presentando a la esquina azul, introducing the blue corner. Vestida de color negro, she steps in wearing the black trunks. Su peso oficial, 123 libras y media, her official weight, 123.5 pounds. En su quinto combate dentro de la jaula, con récord de 2 victorias y 2 derrotas. She enters la jaula for the 5th time as a pro, with a record of 2 victories and 2 losses. De la capital azteca, la Ciudad de México, DF, Erendira Aquetzali Ordonez. Su rival en la esquina roja, her opponent in the red corner. Vestida de negro, she also steps in wearing black. Her official weight, 118.75 pounds, su peso oficial, 118 libras y 3 cuartos. Entra a la jaula, invicta a nivel profesional con 3 victorias. She enters la jaula, undefeated as a pro with a record of 3 victories. De San José de Gracia, Michoacán, Paulina Vargas. El referee, Jason Herzog.
Folks, we've had a great night, and we're barely getting started. We have some spectacular prelims still coming. Then we have the main event, the co-main event. We've got Ghost Pepper on the card. Head-to-head between Ordonez and Vargas. Vargas, 7 years older, 3 inches taller, and 3 inches longer via the reach.
Listo. Listo.
And Vargas is a fire plug, unbeaten in her MMA career, making her Combate debut. Erendira Ordonez, her second fight in Combate, 0-1 after the defeat to Amanda Serrano.
And Paulina Vargas coming out stalking Ordonez. She's training partners with Alexa de Grasso and Irene Aldana. So when you're training with those girls, you know that you got a tough fight ahead of you because those girls are tough.
Big kick, lead leg. Erendira Ordonez looking a step slower compared to Vargas, who does the spinning kick into the midsection.
Ooh, nice teep kick.
Everything missing from Ordonez. We came in a bit heavy, looks a little heavy in the punches.
Yeah, Ordonez is a big practitioner in Shan Xiao, which is a Chinese martial art. Real good in that. That's where she started in her mixed martial arts journey.
Just a reminder, how we get used to the 4 or 5 main groups as Vargas got too close and got caught.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Now
Nicely
Ordonez
done by Ordonez.
for the guillotine.
Yes.
Potentially got that arm locked under.
Sit in on that, girl.
I mean, but
Nicely done by Ordonez to clock her. She dropped her like a sack of potatoes. She has a head and arm guillotine. I'd like to see her switch it to a regular guillotine or at least pull for it because that's deep. That's so deep.
just moving that chin as much as she can.
Cut your angle, girlfriend.
But I'll tell you, Vargas still pretty active with her strikes.
It is International Women's Day. She needs to cut that angle if she wants this to be a threat. She needs her
Still
right
moving.
elbow. Her right elbow needs to be up at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock on the clock. It's more at 9 o'clock. I need to have it at 12.
Jason Herzog trying to see the face of Vargas to see if the discomfort level. So far, she looks all right as she's keeping vertical.
Vargas
Doesn't look like it's much of a hold.
Vargas is doing a good job of shoulder pressuring that, which is the defense. She's sticking that left shoulder right into the chest, which is taking all of the pressure off.
Paulina Vargas is the local fighter, and you can hear the chants of Paulina.
The more that Vargas goes to her right side, the more she hangs herself in the guillotine. She needs to stay to the left side, our camera left, if she doesn't want this guillotine to be threatening.
She's out.
She pulls her head out. Nicely done.
And now she drops a big elbow. How much did that take out of Vargas? Or pardon me, Ordonez.
Nicely done by Vargas to get out of that guillotine. She needs to watch out for that head, though. Nicely done again. Big, huge right hook for Ordonez.
As you can see, Ordonez looks the much bigger fighter.
Yep, she came in a few pounds heavier. They are at a catch weight.
They were going to start at 115. They're in the straw weight, and they agreed at 118, and they agreed to 120.
Yep.
And Ordonez came in at 123.
Yeah.
Vargas came in at 118. That's a good kick.
Both ladies with the body kicks. Nice teep kicks for space and distance from Ordonez. Nice leg kick, and again!
Oh, big left!
Yes!
Ordonez now takes him out in control. Vargas tries to squirm out.
Triangle. There's a triangle there. Watch out, Vargas.
That might have something as Vargas now everything in out except the arm.
Nicely
reverses
done.
position.
Beautifully done by Vargas. And she's out of there. She goes to throw her own punches, and she woke up. She realizes now, I am in a fist fight.
Vargas, all three of her pro fights ended in either a TKO, KO, or submission.
Big, huge left hook from Vargas, but Ordonez is all over her.
I mean, they have emptied the chamber here in this first round. If they go a second, it'll be interesting to see what they have left. A minute to go.
Head and arm for Ordonez. Looking for that takedown, but Vargas stays on her feet.
Now
big
big
huge
knee. Oh, and the left hand catches her, follows it with the right.
These girls got granite chins. Both of them still on their feet after they're swinging for the fences.
Ordonez missed with her punches. Vargas, oh, that one caught her and brought her down, and Vargas quickly looks to take the
Up. Ordonez needs to get
there.
up. Ordonez, get up. But Vargas doing a great job of holding on to her ankle. If you can see there with her left hand, she's got her right foot trapped. So it's making it hard for her to stand back to her feet. Beautifully done by Vargas. But she's got the fence to help her to stand back up. And she goes to her back instead.
Unloading. Vargas has been the active fighter, except being caught in that guillotine attempt as we reach the end of the first round. Sin ton ni son. We go from here. Fatigue may be an issue. We'll see who has the fitness level higher than the other.
I'm so happy for Ordonez because, you know, the last time we saw her, it was like she was a shell of herself, and I knew back then that she could do so much better. So I'm so happy to see her flourishing here like a flower. It's like she's growing. She's growing before my eyes. This is my first time seeing Paulina Vargas, and she is tough as nails. She's been dropped 2 times, and she just continues to get back to her feet and give it her all. I love it.
Big machete punches there from Ordonez.
Oh.
That one put Vargas on her backside.
Ordonez just sits on her punches and just clocks her a good one. Drops Vargas twice, more than once. Oh, drops her again. But Vargas is so tough, she just keeps coming.
She tough, she gets right back into her stand-up position.
Big left and a right for Vargas, and she also had finished or started that with a giant knee.
And you're right about Ordonez's chin. It's not budging.
Both of their chins, my goodness. These girls are clocking each other.
All right, round number 2. We are at Combate Guadalajara. Vargas taking the middle of La Jaula.
And Ordonez is doing a great job of kicking the legs out from underneath Vargas. She's not able to get those punches off because Ordonez keeps kicking the legs right from underneath her. It's a great strategy.
Ooh, that one catches that lead leg, and then Ordonez tries to respond. Nothing with that left kick, but the right kick does connect. The left one don't get you, the right one will.
And those are heavy kicks. They're moving them. They're moving her.
Vargas pivots nicely. Good movement from Ordonez to get out of a sticky spot there.
Vargas with the teep kick, and here comes a flurry again.
I tell you, the wind looks pretty good for these two.
Ooh, big, huge overhand, swing and a miss for Ordonez, and Vargas is just stalking her.
Oh, Vargas got to be careful not to leave that chin out there too long.
Ordonez is a little wild in her punches, and not only is that an energy zapper, but it's also making it so that her opponent can see that and telegraph that and get out of the way.
Well, Vargas is giving Ordonez a target, and remember, Ordonez is a kickboxing gold medalist in the Sanshu, as you mentioned, and knows how to throw.
She does, and she's got a big, huge overhand right, and she's looking for a home for it, but Vargas tees off, Muay Thai clinch, puts her opponent on the mat.
Vargas is very precise. She's not going to go down there, but Ordonez has to find another gear here.
Ordonez sucking Wheaties. She looks tired.
I tell you what, folks, the Juliana Peña book of terminology is as good as it gets.
Woo. Ordonez needs to not be a stationary target. You see Vargas is stalking her. She needs to be first. She needs to be throwing her punches and implementing her game plan, because when she gets her back up against the Jaula, she becomes a sitting duck, and it's a lot more dangerous instead of her coming forward and doing her own dance. Like this. This is where I like to see her.
Ordonez will take a couple to give one.
And those are the scariest fighters.
Sure thing, as Vargas is making these precise punches. Beautiful puncher, but not enough power to hurt Ordonez. That one did, overhand right. Ordonez responds. We got a Donnybrook. We got a Pier Sixer. Vamos!
Ordonez ain't going away. She says, you better pack a lunch, girl, because I'm here to stay. And you're going to have to do a lot more than that to get me out of here.
Precise punching again from Vargas, but Ordonez does not go.
Oh, Ordonez just needs to have a little bit of mustard on it if she wants those to be dangerous punches.
One power punch.
There's a big teep kick.
Determine this one.
Nicely done by Vargas to put her combinations together. She drops her.
I don't know if that's wanting to go to the ground or
she's tired.
She's tired.
She's exhausted.
She's got just under 2 minutes to go here in the second round.
And that seems like an eternity.
Those punches still connect from Ordonez. Almost with that big shot. This might be it. And it's over.
Oh, she got poked in the eyeball.
Jason Herzog stops the fight as Ordonez was running on empty.
And That was a beautiful job done by Vargas. Tough fight for Ordonez, but it almost seems to me like she was quitting right in front of our eyeballs there.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Hey everyone, this is Lupe Contreras, the voice of La Jaula de Combate Americas. I wanted to check in with you and show you my favorite quarantine spot. It is the hammock in my backyard. But most importantly, I wanted to check in and remind you to stay safe, stay healthy, keep an eye on one another, and remember, during this new normal, this new world, we're all family.
She went down to see if maybe she could get the fight down. Vargas says, not interested.
Oh.
Get to your feet. Let's party.
She got poked in the eyeball. Immediately when Jason stopped the fight, she held onto her eye and said, I got poked in the eye. I didn't quite see it. Maybe the replay will show it, but nicely done for Paulina Vargas to smell blood and stay on her. She was stalking her the entire time. Big, huge flurry of punches. Real accurate. Way to stay in the pocket and continue to trade. Big, stiff stick right in the eye of Ordonez. Here comes a big jab. Boom. Beautifully done by Vargas to stay on her opponent. She smelt blood like a shark in the water, and she stayed on her. Gonna see a bit. Dropped her. Vargas dropped Ordonez, and Ordonez, she didn't really seem like she wanted to get back up and keep fighting, you know? Jason's like, are you good? And she just kind of kept looking at Jason like, you gonna stop this or no?
It's been a great night for the referees. They've had an eye poke, a groin shot, sparks coming off the lights above, and an interesting situation for Herzog with obviously a very tired fighter, and how she didn't take a lot of punishment punch-wise, strike-wise, but he knew she probably should not have continued any further, and the fight ends there.
And Vargas is coming out of that Lobo gym, the famed Lobo gym, with Alexa de Grasso and Irene Aldana. So those are her training partners, and those are incredible women to be training with on a daily basis. Lobo MMA is a very strong gym below the border there in Mexico, and we love
Jason
them.
Herzog a parar la contienda con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 39 segundos del segundo episodio. Ladies and gentlemen, a series of unanswered blows obligates referee Jason Herzog to call a halt to this contest with an official time of 1 minute 39 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by technical knockout, declarando la ganadora por knockout técnico y aún invicta, Paulina Vargas.
Wow, what a way to start the night. We'll be right back. Stay connected to the fastest growing sport in the world. From the comfort of your own home, Combate Americas brings you the most exciting fights, the latest in MMA news, features, and mucha más acción. Follow Combate Americas on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to watch Combate Americas on Access TV, Univision, and 2DN. Combate Americas, mucha más acción.
Lo sigo diciendo, esta es la fiesta hispana de las artes marciales mixtas y estamos a punto de arrancar, señores.
Toda mi gente que está aquí ahora. Emocionada, ven además la gente está ferviente.
Combate Américas es MMA, mucha más acción.
It's time for our second fight of the night. Down to the Jaula we go.
We continue with much more action. The big boys of La Jaula. 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. The judges are Chris Crail, Mariana Ramos y Alejandro Armenta. Presentando la esquina azul, introducing the blue corner. Vestido de color verde, he steps in wearing green. His official weight, 265 3/4 pounds. Su peso oficial, 265 libras y 3/4. Entra a la jaula de Combate Américas, invicto a nivel profesional, con récord de 8 victorias. He enters la jaula, undefeated as a pro, with a record of 8 victories. De Hidalgo de Parral, Chihuahua, Jaime, el Chihuahua, Arevalo. Su rival en la esquina roja, his opponent in the red corner. Vestido de color rojo, wearing the red trunks. His official weight, 265 1/2 pounds. Su peso oficial, 265 libras y media. En su séptimo combate dentro de la jaula, con récord de 4 victorias y 2 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 7th time as a pro with a record of 4 victories and 2 losses. El titán tapatillo de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Alejandro Solorzano. El referee, Raúl Porrata.
¿Qué es su esquina?
Tail of the tape, and we're going to need a lot of tape. 6'5" to 6 feet. The reach 6 inches, and we have a massive reach of 79 inches. Weight is the same, though.
Pay attention to those shorts on the right-hand side, those ringside boxing shorts. Jaime El Chihuahua has had over 60 amateur boxing fights before transitioning to his 8-0 professional record in MMA.
These two guys with the big job of trying to get heavyweight onto the ledger at Combate Americas. We are underway. It is Solorzano in the red. Last time we saw him here, after his victory, he challenged Alberto Del Rio to a fight. So this is one confident dude.
And I think that Alberto Del Rio might take up that challenge. I definitely hear rumors that he does have the itch to get back inside the jaula, and who not better to fight for than us.
The one difference, Alberto Del Rio is in fine physical form. He is lean and mean.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you're going to win. I mean, you could carry a little extra weight.
Well, let me tell you.
But you use that. These guys know how to fight. You can see the way they take their posture.
Yes, I will tell you that Solorzano has made it his mission to put these heavyweights on notice and to make this heavyweight division be on notice in Combate. I meant to say about his Coliseum tattoo that gladiators used to fight in the Coliseums. So he's not as tall as the Coliseum. He's more like, you know, the Eiffel Tower maybe, or the Leaning Tower of Pisa, something way taller, because he is gigantic. He is definitely the larger party here, but he is a gladiator, and we saw that in his last fight, and we are seeing that now. He trains out of Loba MMA, and that is a tough, tough gym in Mexico.
He's got a big grin on his face all the time, and he's put on some muscle mass since we last saw him. That was a priority for him. He's got good hands, although right now they are keeping very close in a defensive posture. Neither here nor there for these two fighters as we have completed 1.5 minutes in this opening round. By this time, the last time we saw Solorzano, he was just dropped from 6 feet above to the ground by Mike Villarreal.
And not only that, but he was exhausted. And he said, I want to take this a little bit more serious. So like you said, Max, he has put on more muscle. He has taken his training camps a lot more seriously. And he's nice and cool and composed in there. Cool as a cucumber, being super patient, waiting for his openings, and looking to get that one shot off that he needs, because all these guys do is, as heavyweights, all they need is one shot.
Lupe Contreras called him El Titán Tapatío, and the word Tapatío to describe people from Jalisco, which Solorzano is one, and we know Arévalo from Chihuahua. Nothing of note thus far, halfway through this first round. Good body shot there by Arévalo, and you know, when you're carrying that much weight, fitness and body shots could take a toll. A little peppering of the jabs.
Big, huge looping left hook from Arévalo.
Very precise punching from Solorzano. He is keeping it very direct.
His guard is very tight. And then on top of a tight guard, you got to be able to punch up that high.
Yeah.
And you can see Solorzano is definitely the taller party here. He's just big and tall, and he's the more physically opposing fighter.
This is going to look like a boxing match,
yeah,
pretty much from pillar to post. Solorzano's, for a man that size, pretty quick hands. Little feint of a punch from Arévalo.
And if he wanted to put the division on notice, he's going to need to turn it up and switch into a different gear, because Arévalo is being, in my opinion, the busier fighter. He's been throwing a lot more punches.
A lot more volume there.
And volume to the body. I've been seeing him throw leg kicks. I see him trying to backpedal and get his stance better so that he can throw better punches.
I think with Arévalo, you see his size. If you imagined him as a little leaner, with the same movement, you would say that's an effective boxer. He's a big guy.
Yeah, big,
but
huge
he's good
overhand.
with his feet. Look, the feet move. Now he catches it with the jab.
He switches it up too. He's jabbing to the body, he's jabbing up high. He's throwing in the inside leg kicks. He's doing a good job of kind of making Solorzano go to his pace. Go at his pace, excuse me.
The only problem is missing with the power punches when he swings for the fences. Can't catch Solorzano, who has kept it very close to the vest. Good movement of the head. Again, fundamentally sound as a boxer is Arévalo. He got that leg up high. Oh, the band. Strike it up.
Goliath.
He's done very little.
He has. And can Jaime Villalobos, Arévalo, can he be our David? Can he slang that rock and take Goliath down? He only needs one. Maybe he can come and get that, throw that rock, slang that rock, excuse me, with that big old right hand we've been seeing in round 2.
I didn't even think about that. I feel like I should have, especially now we're entering Lent, I should open up the Bible a little bit more.
It was Ash Wednesday.
I know.
Where have you been? Did you not take your ashes? What are you giving up?
I haven't decided yet.
Good.
But I had a steak sandwich for dinner, which is not a great idea either. On a Friday.
It's Friday. You're not supposed to be eating meat.
Look, I'm an open book. I'm here to tell you.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Stop pretending.
Hey everyone, this is Lupe Contreras, the voice of La Jaula de Combate Americas. I wanted to check in with you and show you my favorite quarantine spot. It is the hammock in my backyard. But most importantly, I wanted to check in and remind you to stay safe, stay healthy, keep an eye on one another, and remember, during this new normal, this new world, we're all family.
I don't know if, I'm not Catholic, but you know, you give up something for 40 days, like let's say you give up alcohol, and then on the 40th day, you're like, time to get drunk, you know, and go crazy. It's
I don't think that's, I mean, by the 40th day, you say, I could still not drink.
Right, and that's how it should be. You shouldn't like give up something and then just go binge on it on the 40th day. That's kind of like, it's almost like an excuse.
Technically, since Lent's begun, I haven't drank, so maybe I can keep it going.
Yeah, go for 40 days.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Let's see if we can.
I did have plenty of coffee,
yeah.
so that's off the books.
Well, we are here down south with the good stuff. This coffee.
Cafecito.
Ooh, right into the veins. Nice leg kick
That's
by Goliath, and the inside.
I think he got told something from his corner. He goes, "Let's get the activity going."
Yes.
And he starts quickly in the opening 10 seconds, and there's a reaction from Arevalo.
Arevalo. Can I just call him David?
You.
And the other
Juliana,
one, Goliath?
you've got carte blanche. You are the star. You can say and do whatever you want.
Thanks, but it's just an analogy, you know, because Goliath
David
here
versus
is just,
Goliath.
Yes, exactly. And
this is David here is much bigger than the biblical David.
Yeah. Well, how do we know? We just know that he was the smaller party. We don't know if he was a heavyweight.
That's Peña, you hit me with, I mean, you hit me with the facts.
Anyways, back to the fight.
It's interesting to check out the footwork.
Yes. And I love how Arevalo is never a stationary target. He's always moving. And he's always throwing. Boom, boom.
Oh, he almost walked into a knee, but you
Big,
can hear
huge
he
left
caught.
hook.
Kind of looks off Sol Arezano to say, nah, not impressed thus far. Bring it. He's trying to get, I would imagine, Sol Arezano away from that guard, that protective stance he is pretty much held from the jump.
Now, Arevalo hit Goliath with a big, huge left hook, but before he could do it, he had to throw a two-piece combination before he had that opening, and I would like to see him do that again. I think he had went to the body, and then he came up top with a beautiful left hook that hit flush. He just needs to do it again.
The one thing for both these, and more so for Sol Arezano, if he can connect on one of those punches, it could be lights out. Now, blood is coming from the nose of Arevalo, so there is the case in point. Sol Arezano has not connected on the punches, but the ones he has made his opponent bleed.
That big, huge left hook is money for Arevalo, but I will say, yeah, Arevalo might be bleeding a little bit, but that's because he's the one that's initiating the fight. He's the one that's getting inside of the face of Goliath. He's the one that's coming forward and putting his neck out there for the risk.
Both are proving to be pretty good defensive fighters. Arevalo unloading.
That's what I want to see,
caught him.
hot dog it.
He only came in for the combination, and then he withdrew.
60 amateur boxing fights for Arevalo, and you're seeing that his hands are where he's comfortable. He needs to close those hands, though. So that could be a dangerous eye poke.
Call him David, call him Chihuahua, call him Arevalo. He's taken a few blows and the blood's starting to flow, but he has been the better fighter thus far. But remember, he is fighting in Goliath's hometown. And Goliath is kind of a big deal in these parts.
Yeah, doesn't he have like a following, like a band of brothers?
He does.
Like
he's associated with the Club Atlas, which, just so you know, the Chivas is not only the most popular team in Guadalajara, it's the most popular team in Mexico, and that soccer team only fields players from Mexico from Mexican descent. So that's the reason they've created a national popularity. But the Atlas are like kind of the outsiders. Sol Arezano happy to be one of them.
Sol Arezano's corner is begging him to come out of your shell, let it go, let your hands fly, and I definitely think that that's what I would like to see too. Big, huge, massive overhand. You don't want to get hit with that thing. He's slanging that right hand hard.
I would say, just knowing how the business goes, Arevalo may be slightly more impressive, but if this went to cards right now, Solorzano will probably get the win. And he has drawn blood as well, so I mean, it is up to Arevalo to continue the work rate here. Has to be.
I mean, Arevalo, to me, has been the one that has been pushing the pace, coming forward, coming to the body, coming up top to the head. He's really been, in my eyes, the one that's been the more aggressive fighter. Sometimes aggression can play a big part in this, and he's the one, in my eyes, who has been initiating every single exchange.
That may be...
Besides that one.
That might be all good there, but does it impress the judges enough? Because Solorzano, he has been on the back foot for the most part. Hasn't really been affected too much by the aggression from Arevalo.
I wouldn't necessarily say he's been on the back foot. I would just say he's using his footwork to replant his stance so that he can get the best out of his punching. You know, when you're that big, you have to really be methodical about how you're punching.
Let's call it side foot.
Side foot.
He's on his side foot.
He's on his side
Is
foot,
that all right?
Yes. That's less insulting, I think. I'm just kidding.
I don't want.
But do you know what I mean?
Hey,
like you really gotta pick your punches.
I don't want to. There's one person I don't want to insult. It's Goliath.
Yeah, no, me neither. He punched right to the body there, taking the wind out of Goliath.
That's when he started.
Boom, right there with that
flow.
left hook. See, he went to the body and then went right up top. And I'm begging you, Arevalo, can I see that again? Because that left hook is solid.
Let's see what works. All right, we're gonna head to the final round.
Oh, and these guys are so tired.
They're still communicating.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you would almost imagine they'd be more tired because of the size they have to carry around, but they're surviving. Goliath looks like he could go 5 rounds.
Look at his corners getting aggressive with him. There's that tattoo of Atlas there on his shoulder.
Club Atlas. El Gran Club Tapatío.
There's blood. What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
But I mean, for optics purposes, if you're judges, you're going to see the blood on the face, and that only can help Goliath, I would imagine. All right, let's see what happens in the 3rd round. Everything to fight for.
Yeah, these guys are trying to put the heavyweight division on notice. These guys are trying to get Alberto Del Rio to come step inside the Jaula with them. And if I was Alberto, I'd be like, eh.
Yeah, and Combate right now, it's money makers are at 135, 145, 155. We're talking about guys who are 265.
Right.
So it's a huge jump. And let's see, Solorzano got caught with that left hook that you like, Juliana.
Yes.
If he can just hit him square.
Arevalo with the inside leg kick. And a big, huge leaping left hook and misses. Nice job by Goliath to get out of the way. Stick to the body. Nice parries by Arevalo. So there's that side foot again, looking for his opening.
Thanks, Juliana. You're a good team player. All right, so Goliath hits the lead leg.
Ooh,
that's it, one and
left.
done. He did catch him there. Just want to see maybe that extra strike from Goliath.
Right, maybe
He's
a
lurking.
three-piece or two, maybe a two-piece or...
A 2-piece or a 3-piece like Rush.
I'll take a leg and a thigh and a wing.
I'll take
Something.
Great, I'm hungry again.
Anything. Come on, Goliath. Get in there, boy.
Their fitness has been good. You look at their size and go, these guys aren't going to last 3 rounds. They're lasting and they're still throwing.
Yeah, but old boy needs to let his hands go.
Yeah. And you see there's still some life in those feet.
Yes, there is. And put some mustard on it. Sit down on your punches, bite down on that mouthpiece, and come forward,
Yeah,
just like Arevalo is doing.
He put his chin down there and did some work.
Arevalo's really good at seeing everything. He parries the punches really well. His head is always off target. He's always moving. Nice head movement from Arevalo. He's not easy to hit.
He's taken. Solorzano's taken the center of La Jaula. It's just when he's there, he waits. He waits for that opportunity. He waits to react to Arevalo. Arevalo's abundantly aware of that.
So when you're fighting a much taller party, you have to find your way to get inside, and that's what I need to see from Arevalo. Solórzano, Goliath in the red, doing a good job of chopping the legs out from Arevalo, and that can wear on you. You can see a lot of bruising on the left-hand side of the thigh of Arevalo. It's just stopping him from coming forward, and that's a smart game plan if you're Solórzano.
That time the big looping right caught Solórzano.
Nicely done by Arevalo. Readjusting his stance.
The feet planted now. The footwork's starting to fizzle out for Arevalo. And the crowd's starting to boo. And I think they're directing it at their homeboy here, Solórzano, who has been second best with the strikes. That's his game plan. And you know what? At the end of this third round, it might be more than enough for Goliath.
We shall see. Nice strikes. Way to get inside. He goes to the body to close the distance. Maybe a takedown. I forgot about those.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No?
No.
Yes, leg kick. Nice job by Goliath, keeping his opponent at bay with those leg kicks.
It would be a great idea if you could execute it.
Oh, yeah. I think that would definitely solidify.
And it's there to be done.
It is. I say whoever gets a takedown wins.
If you can put your shoulder down and just tackle your opponent here.
Be like
I think it would help Arevalo, who has that better center of gravity. You can see the corners urging on their fighters, come on.
And Arevalo, he's got more to lose. He's 8-0 as a professional, so this is a fight that he is possibly letting slip by out of his fingers as these 50 seconds go on. You know, you have to solidify your spot in here and let the judges know that you won the fight. So I need to see a little bit more from either guy so I can make up my mind here. Who wants it?
All right, 40 seconds to go. It's the business end. It is Arevalo, when he throws those punches, he's just not close enough. And that one missed pretty bad. Everyone's like, bring it. Vamos, 30 seconds. The left connects. He goes again, follows up to the body, Arevalo. Again, left to the head, right to the body. Maybe a hum of some disappointment here at the Arena Coliseo.
Are we gonna see anything else?
And if they got their feet in the sand, again, Arevalo. Oh,
yes.
One last shot to the chin.
Damas y caballeros, después de 3 vueltas, esta es la decisión oficial. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, the official decision goes as follows. Los jueces Craín y Armenta entregan tarjetas idénticas de 29-28. Judges Craín and Armenta scored about identically at 29-28. Y la juez Ramos anotó 30-27. Judge Ramos scores it 30-27. A favor del ganador por decisión unánime, in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, Alejandro Goliath Solórzano.
Someone gave it to him 30-27.
He saw all 3 rounds for Goliath. I mean, I guess it just depends on what kind of fight you like to see as a spectator and what you're looking for.
Coming up, we continue with the best MMA fights. The best of Combate Americas. We'll be right back.
For exclusive Combate Americas merchandise, just go to shop.combateamericas.com.
Stop pretending.
Time for our third fight of the night, Down to La Jaula with Lupe Contreras.
We continue with much more action this bout. 3 rounds in the flyweight division. Los jueces, the judges, Chris Crail, Alejandro Armenta y Emilio Valadez. Presentando a la esquina azul, introducing the blue corner. Vestido de color negro. He enters La Jaula wearing the black trunks. His official weight, 124 3/4 pounds. Su peso oficial, 124 libras y 3 cuartos. Esta noche, dentro de la jaula de Combate Américas, hace su debut profesional. Tonight, inside of la jaula de Combate Américas, he's making his professional debut de Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Bosco Boyer. En la esquina contraria, in the opposite corner, vestido de color rojo, wearing the red trunks. His official weight, 125 1/2 pounds. Su peso oficial, 125 libras y media. En su segundo combate dentro de la jaula de Combate Américas, con récord de 1 victoria. He enters la jaula for the second time as a pro with a record of 1 victory. De Guadalajara, Jalisco, Axel Osuna. El referee, Raúl Porrata.
Hacia atrás, hacia atrás.
Raul Parata, the third man inside La Jaula, to the tail of the tape. Both are in diapers. Osuna's 22, Bosco Boyer at 19. 1-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach for Osuna. We are in the flyweights. The prodigy, who will emerge? The place is starting to hum.
To
no
buzz.
pressure, to buzz. No pressure, but we're expecting the fight of the night. Let's go.
Making his pro debut and making his Combate Americas debut and wanting to make a statement, Boyo Boscar.
Oh, Osuna!
Oh, no!
He's coming in hot! Now the underhooks.
Boyo Boscar needs to jack that underhook
Wow,
up.
what a wake-up call. He was a decorated boxer, Osuna, Mexican Gold Glove winner in 2015.
And Osuna is right in front of his corner, listening very closely and intently to his corner. Boyo Boscar needs an underhook. He needs to jack that underhook up, and he gets tripped down to the ground with a body lock by Axel Osuna. Nicely done by Osuna.
Great balance from Osuna. He just dropped his weight down. And now Boyer in the guard.
Boyer's guard is wide open. Axel Osuna could pass that guard at any time.
Let's see if he can see those openings. There is some daylight. Osuna unloading. Again, he was also a state boxing champ here in Jalisco 4 straight years. Stopped the boxing game and then moved into mixed martial arts after his brother invited him that way. A little cut. I don't know if that was via the head, right there around the left eyebrow of Boyer.
Boyer Bosca looking to suck up a triangle, an armbar, something. Woo,
He might have it.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
But he advances his positions. He's out.
Oh, he might
Axel
have the
Osuna's
ankle.
trying to catch him. But Boyer Boscar's looking to find his way on top.
Still working that ankle.
He needs to kick that off exactly like he's doing, and he needs to get on top and stay on top.
Look at that little tackle. He is not going
Nice.
there. Now Osuna could be, he's going to be on the lower ground here.
Boyer Boscar with some big ground and pound. Oh, but caught in an
the
armbar.
He's got it. There's a tap. He looks like a boy, but he's a man, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner sinks in an armbar, forcing his opponent to tap with an official time of 3 minutes, 1 second of the opening stanza. El vencedor por sumisión. The winner by way of submission. Puro Guadalajara, Jalisco. Axel Osuna.
Thanks for watching the best of Combate America.